3, 2, 1. Ich habe 2 Filme gesehen und werde in einem Podcast darüber sprechen. Yippee! Woo! Welcome back, MacGregor and Adrian Movie Podcast. We're here to have a great time, baby. We got, what was his name? First time meeting him. What's your name?
Lucas on the track.
Hell yeah. He's you wanna plug your. Do you do anything?
I don't do anything.
Oh yeah.
I'm unemployed and I live at home.
Dude, this guy's a radio guy, so he's helping us right this wayward ship.
Someone had to come in, show you guys how it's done.
Yeah.
This guy's industry. This guy's.
He also happens to be my roommate.
Oh yeah. I forgot. It wasn't my idea to bring him in.
That's important.
No. But I don't know. I'll say my first piece of movie news. It's a update from our first episode where we talked about wrestling. You guys hear about Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
What's up with Vince?
Vince McMahon. He like a year and a half ago, I'd say, he got like taken out of the WWE for using company funds or like illicit funds to like pay off someone that he had a sexual thing against, and that was weird. But like after that he like muscled his way back into the company because he said like
muscle.
I'm like he's like he's like a like majority shareholder still. He said like you guys can't get me out. You guys won't be able to sell to the UFC people if you don't listen to what I have to say. So he muscled his way back in, and then like 3 weeks ago, they were, oh my god, we can look up the text actually.
Show it,
dude. Some of these texts, these will be fun to react to.
Show it.
Yeah.
Wait.
What the fuck is this?
So he was
Hold
like
on.
So there was like there were like a lot of like young female wrestlers that just wanted to get in the industry, and they like got to know him because he's like the most powerful wrestling guy, and so he just like used them for his business deals. Like, hey, go fuck this guy real quick. So he was like literally just being doing prostitution, and if you just read your last picture, if you need your panties ripped off, and 3 big black dicks in all caps in all 3 holes at the same time.
What's that?
Way
4 exclamation points? Come on.
I don't know. It was just
way up your pussy and way up your ass.
He's exactly like his like wrestling character.
This is like if you took a porn bot. It's like if you do that like typing the middle button on your keyboard, but you've just typed cock and balls over and over again for 10 years.
This is like
if
you asked AI to like recreate what
this dude
horny Indian guy would say.
Is so horny. This is an employee of his, correct?
Yeah, some girl that's like trying to go up in the industry.
He has written.
What
is this?
There's some more. 50
words?
Yeah, there are so many more.
It's a short answer on a test.
This is the craziest shit. Isn't this man 80 fucking years old? Isn't this man too old?
Have you seen him
Does
now?
his dick even work anymore?
He looks so funny. He has like a black mustache and dyed black hair.
Damn, that look is bad.
Yeah, right there.
He looks like Mike Liddell. What the fuck is going on?
But yeah, Vince McMahon's text got me.
What the?
It's got me horny, bro.
All right, don't read tweets.
I'm just having fun. I wanted to show you this stuff. This is where I get all my news. But I don't know. You got any last takes on wrestling or?
He doesn't dress well enough to be a pimp, does he?
He's fucking jacked, bro. You can do anything when you're jacked like that, bro.
So wait, he would like pimp out the female wrestlers? That's what he would do?
Or just like for his business deals, like if some other high class businessman just like needed to like.
Do you think that's how he got the XFL back?
Oh yeah.
he told the NFL commissioner, "I'll let Rhea Ripley stomp on your balls."
Oh my god, Rhea Ripley and Roger Goodell.
I don't want to implicate.
I mean, I'd sell the XFL for that kind of deal.
I would do horrible things to have that woman look at me.
I know, we saw your porn folder.
Yeah,
you saw the Rhea fan art that I drew myself. But I don't know. You guys want to move on to second piece?
Yeah, let's New headline. This just in: Dakota Johnson hates working for comic book movies and is having a bad time promoting Madam Web.
This just in: Dakota Johnson is a real one?
Dude, how could you hate working with Sydney Sweeney? Even if you're a straight woman.
That's fair.
Like, even if you're a straight woman, you
gotta learn to appreciate what's in front of her.
Bro, she is something else. I would destroy this whole podcast for that woman. I'm just fucking around. I don't know what I'm saying.
So
You went from being horny for Rhea Ripley to being horny for Sydney Sweeney in 5 minutes.
I love girls.
In 5 minutes.
Dude, they could both. They both have to dominate me though. I can't. You're the one talking about my horniness. I'm an open book.
Going.
These guys fucking hate
keep
open
digging.
books.
Keep digging. No,
I'm
just
like Robin
back
Williams
here.
right now. I'm like free flow. Just keep talking.
I go on stage.
Because Robin Williams,
me.
he goes on stage. He's like, I just want to fuck these bitches. I just want to put my dick in them somehow.
Free flow. Oh my god. But I don't know. Either Madam. I don't like is a. Oh yeah, I did see a Madam Web thing where it's like, that one dude from Community is gonna play Uncle Ben, and
Oh yeah, Adam Scott. Is
yeah, and was he in Community? Was that right?
He was in Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec, yeah, and he's like everybody on Twitter was saying like he was like holding a fortune cookie in like their fucking like promotional images. Like, dude, you know what that fortune cookie is.
Exactly.
You know what they're gonna do. Like, oh, that's where you got it. Oh, that's what we needed.
So what's the deal with the movie? Dakota Johnson's supposed to be like she can see the future or something. Is that what's going on?
Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, like her superpower is that like she gets like the Final Destination premonition or whatever, and also she has spider powers too. I think.
That's a
But
banger
there's
movie, actually.
like 3 other chicks with spider powers as well.
Yeah, they have like they all get spider powers.
Sydney Sweeney shoots webs out of her rocking tits.
But jeez,
Anyway, continue, bro.
We gotta castrate you.
Yeah.
Dog. You are a threat.
I'm
to
playing
the
I'm playing the horny character on the podcast. This is all a facade.
Yeah, it's a
people.
character.
Playing a character.
This is performance art. All right.
This isn't exactly what he was like before we started recording.
I'm gonna send these messages to Sydney Sweeney.
Please, bro.
Look, you gotta be
Sydney, babe, come on the pod. Sweetie, honey, come on the pod. We'll treat you right.
Sydney Sweeney comes in the pod where you're immediately taken off.
Dude,
right?
you guys have to like hire security. That like there would be a crowd around just wanting to see her. Compliment. That's a compliment. That's not a horny compliment. That's just a compliment. I don't know. I'm rambling, guys. I'm sorry. I'm in a talking mood.
That was funny. But, so my point with bringing up Madam Web was that Dakota Johnson and all of her promotional stuff, she's just gone full mask off and been like making this movie sucked. It's not going to be good.
Yeah.
I saw the blue screen and just how much blue screens we were using. There's no way this is going to be a good movie. And I'm just like, all right. You know, so do you think that's going to like break the dam in a lot of celebrities who have worked on these like comic book, big budget but overall pretty low quality movies?
Even if they do, like people that would watch those movies anyway, like wouldn't be like they wouldn't even care about celebrity interviews. Like they would maybe see one, like, but they wouldn't even be.
They'd see the headlines.
Yeah,
they do see the headlines.
They do see that, but yeah, maybe some other. It's not going to happen with like a Spider-Man spin-off, but maybe like in a.
If it's the next like Marvel Studios vehicle and not like the whatever
the fucking
Sony
Morbius Cinematic
Pictures
Universe
is doing.
or whatever.
I mean, it's like already failed so many times. We've already heard like so many shitty stories about behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, the whole structure seems to be on the downfall now.
It's nice.
So I don't think it really matters if the people who are paid to be in them do finally turn face on the perception. But
yeah, the thing I want to know is like in 10 or 15 years when it's all completely collapsed, they're gonna keep trying to start it back up. Over and over, I'm sure.
So, and there's
like they'll try to make some fucking. It's the Avengers again in 2040. I want to see that movie.
There'll be like
because they'll have like a $2 million budget or some shit. They'll get fucking Kevin Feige. They'll get Kevin Feige's corpse to play a role.
They'll have his head like a Futurama.
It's gonna become like a cult movie in the 80s.
Yeah.
Was like just 20 years later they like kickstart
Exactly.
Imagine
the
fan remake.
Imagine like the nostalgia for like the Infinity War times. People would be like,
people are nostalgic too.
Yeah, I mean, it's already like
who were kids.
It's already been like a many year or a good amount of time already. But imagine like once that's like the 80s to us and like what's culture? What culture's gonna come from?
And we're gonna lie to kids, be like, blockbuster movies were better.
They were better.
Do you remember the MCU?
Dude, we cheered so hard at that one scene. You guys don't cheer anymore. You can't. You know, if Tobey Maguire came out right now, I wouldn't hear a peep from you kids.
The kids are looking at us like, hey, we had to bring back community theater after society collapsed. So thanks, Grandpa. I'm just like, all right, pass me the baked beans.
Yeah.
Around this fucking fire.
But we got the any other Madam Web takes before we get to the big item of business for today's.
Do you want to cover it on the pod when it comes out?
Wait, John.
Madam Web.
Oh, no. That sounds fun.
Do a theater, that and Argyle. We should do that. Just say,
What's Argyle? I'm not a movie guy. I never cared for him.
Argyle came out like a week ago or something. It's like it's just very poorly received, big blockbuster movie.
Oh, okay.
It had like a massive marketing push that's been going on for a while.
Who was in it?
People have been
Was there
annoyed at.
big names?
A lot of fucking names. It's one of those. I think I heard you say something about this, where it's like you see the list of names and they're clearly making up for what the fuck movie it is. They're trying to get you in off seeing Henry Cavill and Sam Rockwell because they can't make a fucking movie out of them.
So like Free Guy. That's how Free Guy and that other.
Oh yeah, Free Guys.
Did you guys?
Free Guys like that, but they have like not like Taika Waititi. Like,
wait, did he direct that? Was that him?
No, he was.
Oh,
in
he
it.
was
in it.
Yeah.
For no good reason.
The guy from Stranger Things.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. But I'm thinking about too many things I shouldn't say. But do you guys want to talk? Do you want to give us a quick rundown in torrenting?
Rundown of torrenting?
He told me you know about torrenting, and I've been late to the games for so long. I've wanted to learn it. Like, what do you do? Like Pirate Bay? That's I hear that's bad.
Pirate Bay is no good because we'll get a lot of viruses.
Uh-huh.
What you want is the website 1337x.to. It sounds like some real dark web bullshit.
Sounds like some gamer shit.
Oh yeah. No, 1337x.to. That's where you get all your fucking torrents, and then you just get QBitTorrent.
Yeah.
You download that. It's a free fucking program. You set that to open up the links that you click, and it'll start going.
Yeah. I'm all like. I like the main reason I want to get into it is because of like for like media preservation sake.
Absolutely.
Because like have you guys ever heard of like I think there's a website like abandonware.com where they like games that like people worked on, people like poured their heart and soul into, just a company doesn't want to sell it anymore because it costs money to sell it and nobody's buying it. Yeah. But they just put it on this website because like these things, this is important art that shouldn't just be fucking unavailable to anyone ever.
Yeah, we don't want to do the same. What's that about silent films? Like 80%.
Yeah, dude. Like, forever. We gotta like fucking try to preserve some of this shit, like some way. But yeah, that's why I like the not to be a Reddit guy, but the piracy subreddit.
That's like the best. That's what I
check it out.
That's what I learned.
That's what they told me, that Pirate Bay is bad. And I don't know. Have you ever? Do you know? Like you might know more than me, just living with him.
I mean, I used to be pretty into it in high school.
Yeah.
But I kind of dropped off because I was just making money, so I was like, I'll just pay for streaming services.
Fucking money bags over there.
Yeah. Fucking Scrooge McDuck.
We got a fat cat on the podcast.
But yeah, like I love voting with my wallet. I love that I paid for Zone of Interest and Anatomy of a Fall. I love that I'm supporting like them showing more international films here, even though it's just for the Oscars. But if studios are gonna be dickheads and just like not let people see something that humans poured their soul into, they're like, that's just unacceptable, bro. You can't it's so fucked up the way that they just throw shit out completely. I don't know. I'm rambling again, but I mean, I'm very passionate about it.
We're reaching an entirely new preservation challenge, which are made for streaming media that's now just being removed from all the streaming services.
So many things.
Is there any way to keep that preserved?
Yeah, they off the fucking servers. Yeah. They don't have any fucking master tapes of it. It's just someone better have saved a rip of that, or else it's gone forever.
Yeah, that's why like the piracy torrenting industry is just like there's a noble aspect to it that like
there's a lot of nobility.
We do need it.
You don't see that on the comments sections of the fucking
I want
piracy websites.
I want Infinity War now.
It's all slurs, baby.
Yeah.
It's all
slurs. Just people being like, Joe Biden's a fucking pussy, you N-word, F-words.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's so much fun looking up like international movies on piracy websites, because most of the time it's just like, this is a slur movie. That's just the whole comment.
Yeah.
Sometimes
what's slur?
What? Usually the wrong one, actually. I noticed it.
It's wrong. It's like they're not smart enough to know which group.
Yeah, they fuck their racism up.
You have like a Japanese movie, and it'll be like a slur for Middle Eastern people in the comment.
Say it.
Weird.
Which one?
What's that? Come on now.
I don't know. We're running out of steam on this topic. Anybody else got anything on that?
Maybe you're running out of steam.
Dude, my steam. I'm a steam engine. I don't know. See, I'm running out of steam. What do you guys want to talk about? You guys want to talk about movies?
We can move on to movies.
All right. Did I? I guess I'll introduce Zone of Interest. I'll let you. Yeah.
What's going
All
on?
right. Zone of Interest from 2023, directed by Jonathan Glazer, starring Sandra Hüller. Hear the umlaut?
Yeah.
Hüller, Christian Friedel, and Johann Karthaus. 7 years of German, no problem. No, not to brag, not to brag, but
You can really tell.
yeah. But that's a This is a really fun one. I'm trying to. Y'all want to take it over? Y'all laugh.
7 years of
Fuck
German,
y'all.
you got real connected to it. It sounds
Yeah,
like.
you had a lot of fun.
I made the joke last time. Like something about the German culture just gets me, bro. It's so patriotic for some. No. We don't endorse that on the podcast. If anybody that matters is listening. But yeah, it reminded me a lot of Jojo Rabbit. That's my Taika Waititi's kind of annoying, but I really enjoy Jojo Rabbit, and this kind of like reminds me on the same level of like, oh, it's a beautiful land the Nazis had it good for a long time, or a very short period of time, and then there's like these horrific atrocities just like booming over them, and just like, it's coming, bro. Like, don't ignore it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I'm gonna give away too much right now, but what do you guys think? I'm gonna give away too much of my opinions before you guys talk.
Yeah, I mean, I think this has been like the first Holocaust movie I've seen that like, and even like the first like Nazi Germany movie I've seen that's kind of I don't know how to put it. I don't want to say respectful because like the other movies I'm sure were respectful, but like this one is like. It's trying to challenge the viewpoint people have about the Holocaust in a way that other movies seem to just be like using it as like a historical set piece about tragedy and stuff. And this movie's really like trying to say something about perception with the Holocaust.
Yeah. You said something about like these people building their life, and I'm reminded. I don't know if I saw this somewhere. I will never remember where to cite my sources. But I think some line about this movie is it's about this family trying to build the life that everybody wants, right? And I think that's what they're talking about. Like,
yeah, that's
it's
like,
the life everyone wants, except it's on the backdrop of this incredible tragedy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna keep talking if you don't interrupt me. That's like what the movie's playing with, I think, is those two things juxtaposed against the Holocaust.
I find it kind of. I think I have the theme figured out. Let me know if I'm dumb, or like the thematic through line figured out. Let me know if I'm dumb. Yeah. So I think that with the. So the mother of the wife in the main story was the girl in the negative shots, right? Because like at the.
No, I think that was one of the servant girls.
Oh, is that what that was? Because they were in the same room. So yeah, okay. So but like my thing about this, or what I took away from the story is like. This was like a really interesting story. These were all like even the Nazi guy, like the Nazi husband, was like a pretty interesting character. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a joke. the Nazi guy, they were all really very like interesting, complex characters. Even though they were Nazis, they still loved their children like Nazis did. Yeah. And they play this story out where they're like struggling with this. Oh, am I gonna get deported, or am I gonna get like transferred, and is the family gonna stay together? Or are we gonna be able to build our life here? Like that's all like so compelling. But then you like, I really like the scene where it cuts to the Holocaust Museum. Where it's like. These people had stories too. There were all the shoes and shit like that. That's what I kind of got out of that sequence. Just like, all right, this story matters, but these were Nazis and they were killing these people the entire time. Yeah, it was just like I don't know. It's not like this movie is definitely anti-Nazi, but like it kind of like it kind of just shows like how little humanity that these Nazis had. Like even though like they were trying to be human, trying to like start this beautiful life, they just like the scene where the Jewish girl was serving the wife of the family, and she said like she fucked up. She was like, "I'll have my husband spread your ashes just like off cuff. It was like, oof, like she was supposed to be
Yeah.
likable. Like she was like being very likable right before that scene, and I was just like, yeah.
It really reminds you who you're looking at. On
These
screen.
are not good people.
I mean, I think it is anti-Nazi in a way that many movies really miss, which is that most movies will portray Nazis as like cartoonish villains.
Yeah, for sure.
Or even in the most mature versions, as like these kind of twisted psychopaths.
Yeah, even in my favorite movie, Inglourious Bastards, like I love that movie, but it's like very cartoonish in ways.
And Inglourious Bastards, you know, at least in Inglourious Bastards' case, it is a comedic movie.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily trying to be inaccurate.
For sure.
That's a very heightened reality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But other movies, like, say, you know, Schindler's List,
Yeah.
which, you know, kind of approaches the, like, you know, deep psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
But really the Nazis were just people.
Yeah, for sure.
Who were
Like,
given a
had families,
job.
dude. They were trying to be like
And-
wholesome too.
Yes, it is like Nazism this like crazy idea that like like racial supremacy is very extreme, but if that is the country, who it is operated by and large by average Joes.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
matter what happens.
Like
you
that,
know?
yeah, for sure. Like the Nazis, they were like, dude, build your families, love your families, fucking stay to these traditional values, keep working, just be good, wholesome people. But like they're fucking right on the other side of the wall. There's dogs like ripping people apart. It's like,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, this movie was fun, but
I mean, even the people who weren't express like agents of the Nazi government, like the dudes, like they have the scene where the dudes who designed the new crematorium.
yeah.
Those are just industrial engineers.
That's dude.
They have a job.
They went to
Yeah.
NASA after the fucking Nazis fell, dude.
Yeah.
Like they needed, like
Yeah.
those were just
Like,
people.
and those guys weren't working for the government.
They weren't- yeah, they weren't-
didn't-
they weren't the-
yeah,
the
they weren't
concentration camp
loyalists
guys.
by
Yeah.
any means. Like,
But it doesn't fucking matter
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they made the
Yeah.
fucking the actual crematorium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, I don't know. I had this joke. What it would be so sick if A24 released merch of that sick SS tank top. I was like, damn, bro. Imagine if they had
could
that on
you
the
imagine
website.
walking out in the street, just or some New York
It was so
film nerd
Yes.
who just like all he does is scroll Twitter all day and he doesn't remember. Like,
Doesn't really realize.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. He's just walking around in his SS tank top.
I'm repping my favorite movie
It
right
was so
now.
funny. Like that's a cool scene because like he's like, oh, he's taking his kids fishing. He's like dragging them up the river so they don't have to get wet. Like it's so wholesome, but he's got an SS tank top on at the same time.
Yeah, that scene actually really hit well for me. The scene where he's like gets his kids out of the water,
Yeah,
the river.
like
Because that's
he's
like
a family man, bro.
he's a family man, and the thing it got me for was like the idea that he like realizes what he's doing on at least some level. He knows that fucking running Auschwitz is not cool,
Yeah.
and he wants to keep his kids away from that.
Yeah,
And I think that's an important part of the message of the movie is that like doesn't matter how internally you realize what you're doing is fucked up. He still went to work the next day.
yeah, it goes back to like who just gave orders and who just took orders. Like it's just like these people. Some of them were sympathetic. Like some of them were sympathetic enough to go to work for NASA after shit popped off, and I just love how like this movie lets people know that like they're definitely bad people. It was a fucking horrible atrocity, but like they definitely fucking kept it ambiguous themselves back then too.
Yeah.
So like you need to look out for that today because they will try to play on your emotions.
Oh, yeah.
They.
I mean, and
I
yeah,
don't know who they is. They.
a key part of this movie is that it's supposed to be relatable.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
the stuff
It's
that
so
it
beautiful.
chooses to focus on.
Is all stuff that we have seen before
Yeah.
a million times.
Like
Stuff
the
that
night
a lot of us have done
routine
before.
of turning off the
Turn-
lights.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. The when there's a brief scene where when the mother-in-law just arrives
Yeah.
and the husband, the guy who runs the camp, comes in and he has like that small talk tone, like It's just like it's supposed to be like,
Wait, hold
oh
on.
shit.
Sorry, what scene?
It's when the mother-in-law first arrives and he's like,
Oh,
gotta
and
talk to
she's
her.
like being a bitch to that.
She wasn't even beating him. She was just
No,
like
I-
regaling like her trip to Auschwitz or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
And he was just being like, yeah, he's just being short with her.
yeah, that's why I thought the negative thing. I thought the older maid and the mother-in-law, I thought they were the same character. That because I didn't really. I mean, oh yeah, here's a take that I wanted to discuss with you guys. The Kentucky Theater is fucking. It sucks to see a movie there, dude.
What are we talking about?
It's so beautiful, but I need my fucking Lex Live. I need my heated seat that leans back. I need my Subway Surfers ready. Dude, I cannot do this
This
old
is the
timey.
fucking fat cat. You need the whole setup, reclining, $8,000
Oh
seats.
my
You can
god, dude!
watch
I
a
was so
movie. Come
uncomfortable.
on.
I was shifting the entire time. It was. I love that theater though. It's so fun to.
It's
It's so pretty.
We saw it in the Kentucky. I probably at some point after you did.
Oh, you guys went there? You guys went to see it there? Yeah.
I don't know if this is true in other theaters, but the sound in that
Oh, it's not
One
nearly.
really
Oh,
worked?
sorry.
it works
It-
for me
you liked
because it's all like the acoustics of that theater are weird. It's like bouncing off its own walls. It's like coming at you in a weird tone, and especially for like the scenes of just score or when it really like focuses in on the sound that you're hearing. It really just like
Yeah,
because at
Yeah,
least in the
yeah.
Kentucky, you can tell it's in the room with you.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, it works for like orchestral scores and shit like that. But I kind of like the like of the new like modern theaters. Like I kind of like it booming if it needs to be booming. Like I mean, if I'm watching a movie that requires like when I watched Dunkirk, like Dunkirk's a good movie to watch with a really good sound system because it was like, oh, that's part of the horror is just like how loud it is.
I don't
But-
disagree. I'm an audio guy. I
Oh, yeah.
love big, loud, fucking break my ears sound.
Yeah. What was I say? Another thing about the Kentucky Theater, that would be such a like Mark Norman came to the opera house the other day, and like the Kentucky Theater would be so much better as a place if it had like a balcony. It's so beautiful and like so big, and I don't know why, because there's like a huge stage and shit too. Like they could, I don't know how to set up shows on that level, but it seems like it would be a cool place.
They gotta get some boxes in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's talk about Zone of
So
Interest.
to steer back towards the movie. The movie reminded me of this clip, this kind of viral clip that comes up every now and then. I don't know if you guys recognize. You'll probably, but it's one of those Hollywood Reporter like directors roundtables.
Yeah.
And it's the person talking is Michael Haneke.
Yeah, Michael. Sorry.
Or Michael Haneke.
I thought you were a movie guy, bro. Come on.
Or Haneke. I don't really know how to say his name. He's an Austrian director.
Yeah, he's cool.
Very interesting, controversial guy in his own right. But he was talking about like the Holocaust movies in general. Or someone asked him if he would make a Nazi movie.
Yeah.
And he was like, no. He was like just explaining like, it's weird to make a movie about the Holocaust that has like a protagonist, heroic story arc, like in Schindler's List. He was referring to the scene with the shower, like when the women are put into the shower in Schindler's List.
I know this. I haven't seen the movie, but I know what you're talking about. There's literally like you as a viewer don't know whether or not it's going to be an actual shower or a gas chamber.
Yeah,
that's cool.
and
it
the
makes
fear
a moment out of that.
Yeah, and then it reveals it's water, and it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like, oh my gosh. And he was like, I don't. He's like, I don't like that at all. I think that's pretty weird. And
it's not real.
But then the funny part is it then cuts to Judd Apatow and John Krasinski just like
We're on the other side.
two directors on the same level as Michael Haneke and fucking
Perhaps
Steven
the
Spielberg.
two men least equipped
Yeah.
to speak intelligently about this.
two men who watched Schindler's List, cried and were like, "What a powerful, beautiful movie," and thought nothing else.
No discourse, nothing, bro. Just
Well,
goddamn.
But this movie is like what I think Haneke was talking about, which is like Holocaust movies shouldn't be presented as like an entertainment necessarily.
Yeah.
It should be like something like this, which explores an idea, which is that the Auschwitz, especially even the worst, like the whole system is not necessarily a bunch of monsters conspiring to do something explicitly evil, but just regular people given a task, and their needs are met, and so they're just going to be kind of normal about it.
That's just that. No, sorry.
And to that end of it feeling normal as possible. I saw a half a quote where Jonathan Glazer was talking about this movie, and he said that when he was placing his cameras, placing his shots, getting the visuals he wanted his camera angles to feel unauthored, is I think the word he used. He didn't want it to feel like there was a person behind the camera choosing exactly what you were looking at. And I kind of saw that. A lot of these camera angles feel like very real, like someone just put a camera down to capture whatever they could because there was going to be something happening. Like, there's a shot of a big conference room where all these Nazis are talking about, like, the new Hungary operation. There's a specific shot where it's, like, down from the top. Like, someone's put a camera on the ceiling. And to me, it felt a lot like... It looks like these cameras were, like, placed because someone wanted to have a camera there. And then people entered the room and stuff started happening. Yeah. And we just happened to have this shot. And
do you want to talk about voyeurism? He's on the last 4 episodes. He said the word voyeurism. Let's get. Is there some
voyeuristic?
Voyeuristic, yeah.
Descriptor.
Oh yeah, voyeurism is a sex thing. Sorry. But I don't know. What do you guys? How do you guys interpret the? Was he going to hell at the end when he was walking down the stairs? That's what I got out of that. He was like.
I think it's a moment of kind of.
He's walking down into the darkness. What does that say?
I think that's kind of... He's exiting the movie. He's exiting the story that's being told. It felt a lot to me when he, looks into the dark and sees the future, essentially. Like, he's just kind of seeing the connection between his moment in history and that future moment in history.
Yeah, that's what kind of made me think he's going to hell. It's just, like, him, like... walking down, like, looking forward, like, oh, like, these people, like, I'm worried about my wife and worried about myself moving away and having to be away from my kids and family. It's like, dude, these people got dragged away from their families and shot and ate by dogs, and it's like, that's what I got from that scene. What you got, MacGregor?
Well, you can
go ahead.
Let me tell you what I got from that scene, and tell me if this sounds weird, because I don't know if I'm on the right track here.
Go ahead.
It's, the whole movie's about, like, how easy it is for someone to essentially get used to doing the Holocaust, right? Like, this guy he just thinks he's going to work every day, coming home every day, even though he's doing this world historical tragedy. I think in the future where you see all these people cleaning the Auschwitz Museum, you notice that they're just like, they're walking straight up to the window they have to clean and just like spraying it and cleaning it, and they're not looking at across the glass is 100,000 shoes of dead people. Because part of the point is they've gotten used to being around the evidence from Auschwitz. It's easy to get used to doing the Holocaust,
it's like cultural.
and it's easy to get used to thinking about the Holocaust.
Because we like every single piece of media is like the Holocaust right now. It's based on the Holocaust. Like,
exactly.
Maybe it's just like people aren't like, it was bad, bro. It was bad, and there are some, but it also was like realistic in terms of like people. They were trying to start families and having kids and being nice people sometimes. Yeah,
I think it's all about like how easy it is to just stop thinking about all the shit that's going on around you, no matter what level of evil it is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and what I really see in that final scene, and especially where he retches, he attempts to vomit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
And he never does it.
Yeah,
which I like took note of. I think that moment where he's coming down the stairs, that he like has that stretching spell, and then he looks and the Auschwitz Museum sequence happens. I think part of that is almost like a mislead, right? Where the vomiting is almost, that's like a negative reaction, right? And we're kind of almost feeling like this sense of karma or comeuppance is coming, right? And he looks out.
Yeah, we feel like finally this guy will, exit all of the sins that he's been doing the whole movie.
He will be punished, right? Yeah. And then he turns, and that's when the Auschwitz Museum sequence happens.
Yeah.
And this is my take.
Dude, we all got our takes out, bro.
I think the movie is trying to tell us that things like the Auschwitz Museum overall do the same thing that complete the same task that the guy the people of the movie and the people who did the Holocaust like it's the same process that they went through, right? Because
Wait.
what is like this Holocaust museum except a bunch of old artifacts and black and white pictures spelling out that, like, hey, look at this unique 1 in a million chance thing that happened so long ago.
It removes it from the world that we know.
Yeah, there's no way this will ever happen again.
That makes sense.
We fixed it when we first so like the things like Holocaust like museums that are, you know, made out of concentration camps. Like at heart they are, of course, like it's on paper it sounds like a good idea, you know, remind people, show the facility.
Yeah.
But really what you're doing is being like, hey, look at this shit we stopped and fixed, and now we're in the future.
Now we're perfect. Now we're good.
To kind of have to kind of drill that down, I would say, like, the Nazis didn't think Auschwitz was super special. It was one of a million camps they wanted to have. And then to us, we've made Auschwitz into the one most evil place on earth.
Yeah.
That's
How
not
many
how
times
the
have
Nazis
you
thought
heard
about
Native
that.
American burial ground?
Yeah.
You know, it's just like another thing. It's like this vague, esoteric, evil thing that permeates.
That doesn't need to affect us in our actual lives now, because we've, you know, contained it to the location.
And then when it turns back to him and he doesn't vomit and he just goes about it, that's like sealing. That's like it's just normal. Like even in the loss of World War II, and this guy Rudolf Holst, he was executed for his war crimes.
Was he a real guy? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Real man.
But if we take the rest of history into account, arguably, he got his plans and his designs.
Yeah, he had such
have
a
the
successful
victory over
life, dude.
the non-alternative.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Dude, we got some fire ass takes on this podcast. Jesus Christ!
Man.
No,
this movie really lends itself to thinking negatively about the world around you.
It makes you think about what's going on now in a lot of places, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. I not to say I'm smart. I hate like sounding like I'm overconfident, but like I feel like most like Marvel movie watchers like they would just get bored of this movie. But like this is what we need. Like
this is
culturally, politically, we just I don't know.
Unfortunately, this is at times an easy movie to get bored of. Portable.
Oh yeah, that's
a very slow, contemplative movie.
It's a challenging movie.
Purposeful.
I mean, it's not trying to appeal really.
Yeah.
It would be hard for most people to watch, I think.
I'm very glad I watched it in the theater because, like, if I would have been on my phone a couple times during this.
Yeah, this is a movie that you really want to do your best to put your full attention on, I think. If you at home are thinking of watching Zone of Interest.
Yeah. I was on my phone a few times during the next movie we're going to talk about. If you guys want to transition, you guys ratings. You guys want to rate the movie? Are you guys done?
Yeah,
I think I've got most of my
we
takes
got
out.
that was a fire discussion, boys. I will. You guys might have raised my thing. I'll go high 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Nice.
What's you?
I hit it with a 4.5
out of 5. Out of 5. Okay. So 9. Yeah.
High
9,
end of
9
that,
for 10.
I'd say.
I gave it a 5 out of 5. I liked it a lot.
get it. But yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, if you're listening to this and you're one of our friends, fucking check it out. It's really cool. Or if you can, you got to go to the Kentucky Theater. But we're gonna transition to the next movie. When do you guys want to introduce it?
We're talking about Anatomy of a Fall, French movie originally titled something in French. It's directed by Justine Triet.
Ooh, that pronunciation.
It stars Sandra
pussy wet
Hüller, Swan Arlaud, and also Milo Machado Graner.
Hell yeah.
And probably some more French people. But
She's back.
Dude,
Sandra
she's so
Hüller.
good,
Sandra
bro.
Hüller.
She's so
She
fucking
is an
good.
incredible
Sandra Hüller
actress.
was good.
Good fucking lord. Oh,
Good in Zone of Interest. Incredible in this
oh
movie.
my god, she is. She's like the female.
Powerhouse.
She's the female version of the actor from Glorious Bastards, Waltz, Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz.
She can she's like a. She's
just a good
don't
German
laugh at
actor.
that. Don't fucking laugh at that. She knows French, English.
You know 2 German
French,
actors.
English, German. She knows a bunch of languages, and she's very good at conveying emotions. It's a comparison. it's a valid comparison. But god damn it, she's so fucking. I'm gonna go back and watch her movies, dude. Like she pushed it. Oh, I got a joke about.
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
I got some jokes about this movie. But Go ahead, fellas.
What's the kid's name in this movie again?
Something French. I don't fucking know.
Some French. Whoever he is, he's really
dude.
putting it on, dude.
Might be the best kid performance I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like it's up there for kid performances.
Like
Sorry.
he's displaying emotions that I've never had before on screen here, and he's 11 or whatever the hell.
He's a shit. But do you disagree?
Oh no, he's great.
Yeah.
This movie fucks.
Yeah, dude, this movie is so fucking cool. I describe it, if I wanted to describe it to somebody who likes movies, it's a mixture of the Hateful Eight, it's a mixture of Marriage Story, and it's a mixture of the courtroom movie, the black and white one.
12 Angry Men.
12 Angry Men. It's a very good courtroom drama. It's a very good relationship drama. It's a very good like the reason I compare it to the Hateful Eight is because it does some fun things where it not only they don't do this in the Hateful Eight, but it not only like tells you like everyone has a different account of the past, and like in some accounts of the past they show you like, oh, he fell this way, oh, he got pushed this way, oh, he got hit this way, and it's like it just like when I was watching those scenes, a part of me wished they wouldn't tell us. A part of me wished they would keep it like open-ended, like let you decide based on the evidence, so we could have like I thought while we were discussing it today, I was gonna be like, what do you think? Like, no, she didn't do this, she didn't do that, but I guess we could still discuss that. But I mean, one joke I had. Let me get a joke in. Whenever they introduced the kids like handler, I was like, damn, this kid got old quick, dude. I thought it was like, oh damn, they look exactly the same.
Yeah, they time skipped.
Yeah, but I had to get that one in. What were you saying?
Something about you were saying just like you think they did show us exactly what happened. I completely disagree.
Wait, no, I said that it was subjective.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm glad I misheard you then. Because I really like how this movie leaves like anything it shows us is a little bit kind of. It's not actually necessarily what happened.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bit early where two different people are describing how the husband would have fallen down from off the roof and onto the ground. And we see those two different ways it would have happened. Like, one time he got pushed, one time he just fell and hit his head. And we see both of those kind of as just scenes. We see short bits that you can tell the people in the courtroom are imagining. Yeah. And it's a very good...
that's so cool. Like
exactly.
It's painting the picture in your head. Like, that's the picture that's being painted for the characters in the movie. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
But
no, and that's exactly what I was going to say. That's the perfect bit. Because it comes up much, much later in the movie, the same exact sort of construction when they find the audio recording. You know?
Yes! And that part's like concrete. Like, we all know that they said these things to each other. We all know that... Like saw that.
But we have to imagine, you know, how they looked, how the actual scene was presented.
Yeah.
That's what the people in the courtroom are imagining.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it then cuts out before we get to the actual violence that occurs in the tape.
The part
so we still don't get to know what's going on.
I'm such an interrupter. I'm sorry, but that's it. I love that take. Like, it's a very great choice to like show us like the argument, because that's an audio thing that we can get the picture of. But once they start like doom doom doom, like you can't like visualize that. Somebody, you don't know who's doing that, and her story might be right. She might be trying to save her skin, but I don't think she did it. Her son or her dad's. That's why I compare this movie to Marriage Story, because I really like Marriage Story is like a very like, depending on when you watch it, it's like, oh, I agree with the mother. It's like, and if you watch it in another day, you're like, oh, the father's totally right here. Mm-hmm. And like that's what I love, like the ebb and flow of their argument. Whenever they had the audio recording, I was like, God damn, she's cooking his ass. And I was like, God damn, he just cooked her ass. It was like they were both just like, the writing in this movie was so fucking good, bro.
The writing was incredible.
The writing was like I was so much more engaged with this, even though there was like less happening visually. I was just like reading the dialogue, like, oh fuck, that she just say that, like 10 out of 10. Spoiler. This is
the prosecutor, the cunty prosecutor.
Oh yeah,
that dude was serving heavy.
That's another joke, real quick. Jim Norton's such a great lawyer. Jim Norton's so good at arguing, but sorry.
No, I like how they portray. And I don't know if this is actually how French court works, but it's portrayed as basically just like an argument, where at certain times the judge will allow random members of the
Yeah.
case to
He
butt
was
in.
like, no.
I think that's I'm so glad I got to watch this movie as not a French person.
Yeah.
Because it really heightens it for me, not quite being able to tell, is this how court actually works
Yeah.
over there?
Like, can the defendant just say anything at
Oh my
any
god!
time?
Like,
That's
like
insane.
like this isn't a knock against the movie. It's just like a nitpick thing. But it's like she's like, oh, can I speak English? Like very cordial at first, and then like after a while, she's like, no, I fucking hate him. She's like yelling in English,
Started going
and it was
off.
like, is the translation getting through? Like, does everybody know? Doesn't everybody need to know what's being said? she was like interrupting really quick. I don't know if the translator had time. They're probably a professional, but I thought that was funny. What other takes, guys? The kid? We already talked about that. He's really good.
I think this. I liked that they made her and the defense lawyer be hot for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that if they did they kiss? I was kind of
I
tapping
don't
through
think
it.
they
They had
kiss,
so
but
much
they
chemistry.
have like
They were
everything
1
but
second,
kinda-
and she's
yeah.
a fucking slut, dude, for men and women.
Hey, that was the prosecution's argument.
Yeah, dude.
Come on.
Oh my god, that's
You
so
agree with
true.
Jim
Like the
Norton?
prosecution was like so like. I'm not even a blue-haired liberal bro, but they were so sexist, dude. Like, you fucking destroyed your sanctity. Like, he wasn't fucking her, bro.
Yeah.
He wasn't treating that pussy right.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
about
do
that.
like that this movie portrays most people as they are in reality.
Yeah.
Which is like, these were two, like, kind of assholes.
Yeah.
Who had
Oh
their
my
own,
god, they were such dickheads, both of them.
who had their own problems and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, that would create an unlikely situation where, like, I don't know, maybe she could have pushed him, but maybe he also bumped himself because he was pretty miserable.
Yeah, like every single detail they introduced was like so realistic. It was like, oh yeah, that I guess that like I know their entire lives because I'm so interested in it, and they present it in such a beautiful way. Like I know they fucking moved. Like she was born in Germany, moved to Britain. I know that I think he was French and moved to Britain, and they met each other. They went back to France. It's just like I know it all because it engaged me the entire time, even though I was on my phone. I was like rushing to get shit set up to bring the shit over here, and I was like, damn, dude, like, I'm still watching to the end. I want to see what happens, dude. 10 out of 10, fuck, there's so many movies that like can't, like people will be like, oh, you didn't finish the movie, or you were, I mean, being on your phone on a movie is like bad practice for being a movie guy, but like if a movie can't grab me regardless, like it's not a great movie, it's not a fucking awesome movie, but I do try to give movies my full attention when I can.
Yeah, absolutely. That's 1,000,000%. If you find a movie that can't grab you, it can't grab you. I was thinking, talking about like these two people are complete assholes to each other.
Yeah.
I think the movie really effectively gets across that they might not actually be complete assholes, but when you focus in on a specific moment of their lives, it's going to look like
it was
they're
an argument,
real
bro.
complete assholes.
That's what was in court.
Yeah, because he only recorded like the worst moments because he was trying to like get back.
He's trying to get her, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you just take those worst moments, of course it looks like they were about to kill each other every fucking day. But
yeah, dude, whenever she said, like, at the end of the recording, she's like, I am violent. It was like, oh, you're done. All right, get out of here. I thought she was getting sent up the river after she said that.
Yeah, but then the movie really, I think it really makes it work that, like, these people were good to each other on a lot of fucking days. Yeah. This guy was a good dad.
I wish like, some of these actors could, like, get a best actor nod, or best supporting actor nod, because that fucking, prosecuting attorney, God bless. He was getting me. Like, I was like, you're right,
makes
bro.
The movie in a lot of ways.
You're so fucking right. He's got to be a lawyer in real life, or at least a fucking amazing actor. I need to figure out who that guy is. He is so cool.
You gotta look him up.
Jim Norton. I already know who he is.
Slutty Jim Norton.
But I don't know. Are there any other? I like that they really didn't show much of the dad's dialogue until the end.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
that
was kind of a cool choice. I don't know what they meant by it, but
I think it was actually like he would have been a key witness to rely on here, but you know he is missing.
He didn't leave a note or anything. Yeah,
because
You anything on that? Look like you had something.
That's essentially it.
Yeah.
You know, the movie is constructed in the void that he leaves.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I don't know. Yeah, the only time you hear him pretty much is the audio recording. But I don't know.
And that fucking song he bumps.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
that's an interesting thing.
It was a good instrumental that he was playing, dude. I was grooving.
It kind of annoyed me at first, but then like I realized that's very realistic. Like I imagine like German people in 2023 would like a cool remix of an instrumental of a rap song in America.
Yeah,
it's like that. That's
well,
very realistic.
It's funny. The prosecution brings it up, and they're like,
yeah,
he was playing a song by 50 Cent, a misogynistic song that could have made her into a violent murderous rage.
About a pimp, dude. It was so wild. Like this movie does, like, not to be a blue-haired liberal once again, but it does bring up like some weird misogyny that's still in like 2023, 2024 courtrooms. It's like why does her, like, if this was like a 1950s court and the guy was like cheating on his wife, it was like, all right, yeah, you do that. It was like, but they're bringing up like, you
are bisexual. This makes you complicit and dangerous.
It's so like, you must have hated your husband because you slept with another woman.
Yeah.
She just slept with another woman.
I like that. It's not,
I like that they bring up that like she cheated on him with women. Like that would make her want to kill him more.
Yes,
like,
dude.
Like, isn't that a sign that like she was taking care of her problems? You know what I mean?
But I don't know. You guys want to keep going on this? We got a fucking banger of a pod here, fellas. We got 51 minutes.
We got our shit down.
Any more takes? We can do ratings after you get.
Anatomy of a Fall is a really good name for this movie.
Yes, that is very true.
Oh wait, actually, I do have one more thing. The fucking small thing, the blood splatter expert they bring in.
Yeah, I love how they flip that.
I like that they had two of them, and I liked that lady was just putting on a whole fucking show.
Yeah, she was like, it made it. You know, whenever I heard her statement after the last guy, I was like, actually, yeah, like, if you're falling and like blood splatters upwards, it could fall down and hit that way. It was like,
get that lady on stage. Do a one woman show.
That was a weird thing. Like, is this how the justice system works? Like, as a prosecuting attorney, can you like just get a forensic expert that's like on your side?
Yes.
Oh, that's how it works in America.
That's insane, bro. Like, fucking just like get a court appointed. I don't know.
Dude, so many people make so much fucking money doing that exact thing.
That's so
There's
insane.
There's so many doctors that don't like practice or have an office or anything. They just make like $2,000 an hour testifying in court that, you know, because the blood is this way, that black guy killed that white guy.
That is so fucking insane for just like the truth.
Yeah.
Like, we're looking for the truth
insane.
here, like, and you have a guy like, why don't they treat those people like the jury? Like, keep them isolated, keep their opinions. I guess they're more scarce than, like, people that are good at that shit are more scarce than jury members. I don't know. I'm getting political.
No politics on the
pod.
Let's talk about podcast about the Holocaust and feminism.
Dude, I will. If we didn't have that rule, I would be popping off every single week. This would be a politics podcast. But
the least political art form ever, movies.
Exactly.
The movies that never, or the art form that never moves the needle. Oh my god, this has been so much fucking fun, guys.
Good pod.
But you got any final takes? I'm 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I gave this baby a 5 out of 5.
Dude, this shit is so fucking good.
Easy 5 out of 5.
Oh my god, like it made me think about things I'd never thought about thinking about before. That's what I look for out of a 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay, so you.
All right. Sorry, I'll introduce it. We're just gonna end the podcast with a little riff from them. I'll join in if I can.
Oh, this isn't a riff. This is me and him are diametrically opposed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We got a fight here on our hands, fellas.
Last night, me and Lucas watched Pacific Rim.
Wait, is it Guillermo?
Guillermo del Toro's foray into blockbuster cinema. To date, I think biggest movie he's ever made.
Okay. This will be a good.
It's really bad.
It's awesome.
It's so bad.
It's such a good fucking movie.
All right, we need.
And the reason he loves it and I hate it are the exact same.
That's not.
we need a coin flip for who goes first. No, but
look, you can go first because I'll fucking blow him out of the water.
Oh, you gonna let him? He's a wordsmith over here. He knows movies.
Okay.
That's what he's saying. You don't know movies like him. Let's hear it.
This movie is like a 50-minute, like, really cool, like, kaiju short film, like an action-packed,
okay.
you know, kaiju versus mechs short film, just bam, all the action scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Just completely covered in just a bunch of just life-sustaining, no calories, no tasting gruel. It's just, fuck, we need a reason these mechs and kaijus are here. There's a portal, there's guy, the UN became the government, and everyone, they tried to build the wall. Also, there's a Japanese girl, and she's horny for the main character. But she's also trying to get revenge.
That's a good criticism. I gotta be honest. Like being horny for Japanese girls is kind of
the whole movie. It's just like, fuck, we need to make a movie, and just like make just the cheesiest, lowest effort. The acting is terrible at multiple moments.
All right. Your time's up. He's got some takes.
Look,
he's got
thing.
takes. He's got takes.
Guillermo del Toro, since childhood, has been watching Gundam, Evangelion, fucking Power Rangers, all this shit, all this old stupid Japanese monster kaiju shows, all these fucking anime, and he made that in an American movie. Every single fucking thing you don't like about this movie can be ascribed to he is imitating, note perfectly, I would add, note perfully
Make sure that's in the record.
Conventions of fucking Japanese
stenographer for this court case.
You're really just observing this.
Sorry.
No, I'm telling you, the fucking international team of mech pilots, that's some Gundam shit. The fucking weird audio where it sounds like they're dubbed over, that's on purpose. They are trying, it's supposed to sound like a fucking English dub of some shit. The weird one-layer deep characterization that goes through the entire fucking movie, that is on purpose, that is what it's meant to be. You're meant to think the Australian guy, that's his whole fucking thing. Am I being
Time's up. All right, round two.
Okay.
McGregor Lakes, take those opinions.
Yeah.
See what you gotta do. We're doing 2 rounds. After your last take, we're gonna have the audience decide.
Yeah, I don't doubt that all of these things were done purposefully. I never doubted that.
I see.
I could see it coming, right? But my contention is that aren't most of those shows terrible anyways?
You don't get it.
Like all of them were designed to sell toys. The animation is low quality. I mean, it's like, G.I. Joe or Transformers. It's like, what can we really make here without at least trying to be flagrantly flamboyant? That's my main problem with this movie. It just had
Michael Bay's
Transformers. Oh, he's talking out of his time. You got 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Get your takes out. 10 seconds.
My thing with Michael Bay's Transformers is purely nostalgic, much like Guillermo del Toro's appreciation for Gundams and your goddamn appreciation for Pacific Rim. I yield my time.
Yep, sir. Let's go. All right, last round, or last part of a round. Take those takes. I don't know if you were listening. I was trying to get the game going. All right, and go. I'm not timing. Go.
Nostalgia, in this case, is not necessarily the worst thing. Guillermo del Toro put so much fucking heart in this movie. The real center of the movie is not the kaiju fights, it's not any of the dumb bullshit. The real beating heart of the movie is drift compatibility. Compatibility
what is that?
Is the construction of the movie that allows 2 people to pilot one robot.
Oh.
They do this by essentially mind melding. Their memories become one, they operate with the same fucking set of whatever the hell you call it. And drift compatibility is just Guillermo del Toro's expression of these 2 people are on the most fucking connected, intimate level 2 human beings can be. It's all about fucking, you're operating with the same amount of information, you're making the same decisions. Drift compatibility is the highest level of friendship, love, brotherly, whatever the fuck you want to call it, drift compatibility.
Okay. I let him go for a long time. You want to get a last...
Final
words.
Final words?
No, I mean, final words. We're going to let the audience decide. We don't know who won.
The audience will decide.
We don't have an audience, but they'll decide.
They all watched Pacific Rim when they were children. And we're like, wow.
This is a fun segment itself.
I love that I'm taking the purely pretentious position here.
Yeah, it's like a Gundam enthusiast.
I'm taking the real midwit position here.
Yeah.
Too.
No, I feel like you're taking the fucking kaiju Gundam enthusiast. I want to get into that shit, dude.
I'm taking the drift compatibility.
Drift.
Position.
I don't even know what that means. That's kaiju Gundam shit right there. But I think we'll end this thing. 59 minutes. Good lord, what a good pod.
Hey.
Fuck it. I'll recommend some anime for next week. Let's watch just one movie, or one. It's a miniseries actually. You know how much I love miniseries. It's called Fully Cooley. It's an anime. FLCL. Fully Cooley is what it's called. It's a. You guys ever heard of Death Note?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Death Note is by far and away the best anime to have someone watch if you want them to get an anime, and Fully Cooley is the worst. So we're gonna have a good time. It's just like completely just like erratic and crazy, but at its heart, I really enjoy it. But you guys got any closing jokes? Hold on. Before we go, we should write a couple jokes every. That's where I wrote that. We should write a couple jokes for the end part or during the middle. We can just do them as an end segment. I'll cut this out. Fuck you guys. No, this isn't the right thing. All right, I'll cut this out. Yeah. Here's an Anatomy of a Fall take. It'd be really funny if because she's in Europe, whenever I was really hoping while I was watching the movie, I was like, man, I hope she goes to jail and it's nicer than her house before. It's just a sick ass jail.
European jails.
Yeah, it is just nice. A bigger house she gets to live in.
It's got insulation.
Yeah. All right.
Here's one. It'd be really funny if Anatomy of a Fall was about Lance Armstrong's surgery and it was called Anatomy of a Ball.
Yeah.
It's actually about Kobe Bryant, and it's called Anatomy of the Ball.
I got some Kobe Bryant takes. Luke Willoughby was mad at me for what I said, but never mind.
It's about Pink Floyd. It's Anatomy of the Wall.
Yeah, I think I'm out of, I used all my jokes during the pod, but thanks for listening, guys. If you listened, we love you so much. This has been a really fun episode.
See you.